Hi, my name is Jasmine, and the title of my speech is The Danger of Consuming GMOs. So, every 35 days, your skin replaces itself in your liver about a week. Your body makes these new cells from the food that you eat. So, what you eat literally becomes you, and you have a choice in what you're made of. You are what you eat. Today, we will have the opportunity to learn what genetically modified foods are, also known as GMOs, and I will be referring to them as GMOs throughout this speech. I will emphasize the negative effects that they have on humans and give you an idea of what you can do to protect your body. I'm going to be starting off by telling you what GMOs are. GMOs are defined as organisms, except for humans, where the genetic makeup has been altered in a way that does not happen naturally by mating or natural recombination. This is generally done by the specific tampering with the DNA, including transferring the DNA from one organism to another, according to the FDA. Many processed foods sold in the United States contain at least one GMO. The list of GMOs made and sold in the United States include alfalfa, potatoes, apples, canola, soybeans, corn, cotton, papaya, summer squash, and sugar beets. The most used of these are corn and sugar beets, and they are used to make high fructose corn syrup. Canola and soybeans are largely used in ingredients as well. GMOs are made with a protein that is toxic to insects, meaning that it is its own pesticide. They also make GMOs with a protein called Bt-delta endotoxin, and it does lead to an increase in the use of herbicides like Roundup. Now that you know what they are, I will tell you about the negative effects they can have on humans. According to Sharu Verma, the primary writer of a review on impacts of genetically modified organisms on human health, many children in the United States and Europe have developed life-threatening allergies to peanuts and other foods since the introduction of GMOs. Several animal studies show serious health risks associated with GMO food, including infertility, immune problems, accelerated aging, insulin regulation, and the changes in major organs in the GI tract. A doctor at the Sherbrooke University Hospital in Quebec found the Bt toxin in the blood of 93% of the pregnant women that they were studying, and 80% of the umbilical blood in the babies. There's obviously some controversy concerning GMO gene transfer to humans. All of the following information was found by Martin Gildia. The genetic codes of organisms are constantly changing due to their biological function and their environmental interaction, and the elegance of life cannot be duplicated in a lab. Since genetically modified DNA is being transferred to humans, those genes containing antibiotic resistance and can possibly lead to untreatable infections. And non-GMO corn contains 437 times more calcium, 56 times more magnesium, and 7 times more manganese than GMO corn. On the other hand, GMO corn contains 3 parts per million of glyphosate, a pesticide also known as Roundup, that it may be carcinogenic in the parts per trillion compared to 0 in the non-GMO corn. Autopsies were done by veterinarians who did not know if a pig was fed GMO or non-GMO diet. The study found that the level of severe inflammation in the stomachs of pigs fed the GMOs were distinctly higher than those not fed GMOs. In fact, they were 2.6 times more likely to have it. With that information, by using unnatural means and toxic chemicals, which are both used in the GMO process, people selling us this food are sacrificing people's health to a far greater extent than making sure there is enough food for everybody. Scientists use mice and pigs as the test animals because they have a similar body structure to humans, but they have a shorter lifespan than humans. So it's impossible to truly test the long-term effects of GMOs because we have an 80-year lifespan and unique biochemistry and DNA. Now that we have talked about the dangers of GMOs, I will tell you about the best alternative to a GMO lifestyle. The human body is a unique organism that contains consciousness of life and the things around us, and it is important to protect it. I understand that not everyone likes fruits and vegetables, and that's fine. There's plenty of foods that aren't fruits and vegetables, and they're made without GMOs. It's not easy to go to a non-GMO diet, but there's a little badge on the side of certain food containers that displays non-GMO food. This is provided by the organization called Non-GMO Project. If you decide to eat a clean diet, organic fruits and vegetables are vital. You also want to buy meat that say that the animals were fed organic or grass-fed, as well as organic eggs that say 100% organic feed, as well as dairy products. Shopping at a farmer's market like Shreveport Farmer's Market on Crockett Street and local grocery stores like Whole Foods Market are very important if you're going to get non-GMO products. If you would like to make a change, you can donate to the Non-GMO Project so they can continue their work for the expanding food industry. You can go to the nongmoproject.org. Now that I have told you what GMOs are, express my concerns for genetically modified foods, and I told you what you can do, let's look back at what we talked about. Humans are incredibly unique organisms with long strands of DNA that are important for every feature in our body. GMOs will have a negative effect on that DNA in your body if you don't avoid it at all costs. I hope that you take that into consideration and avoid GMO foods and drinks containing them. Let's go back to the quote at the beginning. Every 35 days, your skin replaces itself. Your liver about a week. Your body makes these new cells from the food that you eat. So you literally become what you eat. And you have a choice of what you're made of, and you are what you eat. So, hope you like